Well, good, beautiful morning. Thank you for joining me here at Tesla Northwest and EVs. This is day 3 of our epic Grand Canyon, Texas road trip, and we're headed to see my daughter and son-in-law and my grandson in Clear Lake, California today. So join us as we just film some interesting shots going down Interstate 5, supercharging, interesting facts if we see anything, and any kind of goofy stuff that happens on the interstate. It's a road trip video with FSD and cool stuff, so hey, why wouldn't you love it? So please join me on the flip side as we head on down Interstate 5 South and go see my family. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Hey there folks, welcome back. We are on the road, so we're heading down Interstate 5, leaving Cottage Grove, Oregon, and heading to, let's see, our first place we're going to charge at is Grants Pass, Oregon. So we're going to stop at Grants Pass, get a charge here. It's about 116 miles, and then we'll stop in Shasta by the pass and get a charge, and then in Corning, California, and then finally we'll end up in Clear Lake. So really excited to see the fam and the grandson, and just so happy for everybody to be joining us here on this little adventure. So thank you, and if we see something interesting, we'll bring you along. Have a wonderful day. I know we will. A little bit of this beautiful Oregon countryside. I don't know how many chances we're going to get to see all this lovely stuff, and so I thought I'd just bring you a quick shot of it. Oh, and I wanted to update you. So we're sitting at 69, nice state of charge, which we were at about 64% at the hotel last night. My wife took my mom and my daughter for a quick tour of Cottage Grove. They have a lot of really neat covered bridges. And in fact, there are a couple locations where they shot scenes for Stand By Me with the bridge, and also some scenes for a science fiction movie called Lost in the Stars that they couldn't do all entirely in Africa. So really, really cool history in Cottage Grove. But anyway, she burned up a little bit of my battery, so we had about 64% when they got back from that trip. I plugged the car back into the hotel outlet, and we had 81% state of charge when I woke up this morning. So we got about 15% SOC while we slept, and that was just off a wall outlet. So pretty impressive. And the cabin overheat protection was able to run all night and keep things at 90 degrees or less in here. So anyway, opportunity charge whenever you get a chance. If you haven't been through Oregon, please do. It is just a gorgeous drive. And when we get into Northern California, we're going to see some even prettier stuff. So we'll touch back with you. We're going to be cruising over to the Redwood Highway and getting a charge in Grants Pass, Oregon. Thanks, folks. Oh, and that's where one of the in-and-outs for Oregon is as well. So
I think
the closest one, I think, yeah. So we'll check in with you in a little bit. Well, hey there, folks. Welcome back. I was going to bring you a little bit of some prettier scenery, but my battery in this GoPro shook loose, which is a pain, so we had to fix it. But as you can see, we're cruising down past Canyon Creek, Oregon. No services available. The car's very timid about taking these corners too fast. I mean, I understand why, but at the same time, it does slow down an awful lot. So just a gorgeous drive. Been very quiet. This has kind of been what we've had the whole time. Not much in the way of traffic. We just got some beautiful blue sky and this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous Oregon scenery. And extra double lucky, no wildfires. So I've been very happy to see that as we cruise through here. Oh, wildflowers, beautiful. So yeah, just having a great time, man. I know Washington's the evergreen state, but Oregon is sure in competition for that name because it is just gorgeous. So we got about 35 miles to go. FSD's been doing wonderful. I have noticed it has a tendency to slow down sometimes when it's going past a semi-truck. Almost like it gets a little timid, but it's not all the time. It tends to happen when the truck's trailer is moving around a little bit, so I think that's a good behavior. It's almost like it's noticing that the truck's not quite stable, so it doesn't want to get up too close to it, but at the same time it's like, well, I don't want to be going slow next to the truck. Just get around it. So let's see what it does up here. Let you enjoy these beautiful views as we watch FSD manage our drive. And the wheel nags have been much less frequent, which is really nice as well. So okay, so we're not slowing down. Good. Yeah, it did wonderful there. Other times it's acted very timid. Oh, maybe we'll run up here and go past this second truck, or this string of trucks, and then we'll call this good. Kind of not a real exciting clip, but it is sure pretty. And we are trying to use up some battery. I don't want to get into Grants Pass with 21%. That seems kind of high. That's definitely not out of spec style, but you know what? That's okay. You don't have to run your vehicles down to the bare minimum. Oh, come on, bro.
No.
The bare minimum charge limit, you know? That's okay. He waited till the very last minute to do that, so I'll cut him some slack. You just drive comfortable. I just use the Tesla navigation for the most part. It's pretty conservative. Does it add some time to my trip? Yeah, but I don't mind. I mean, I'm on a road trip. I'm trying to enjoy myself. I wish this guy in the truck would get over. There we go. All right, bud. That's why it can be a little bit sketchy passing on the right? You always want to be real careful about what you're doing around semi-trucks, because...
Oh, it did that one nice, too.
It did. Yeah, very nice. Nice, smooth acceleration up through here. Didn't get scared around the truck, and we'll go past this one and see what it does. Okay, good braking for the corner. That's appropriate. Okay. Nice. It's trying to stay on the outside away from this truck. Very well done. And now it's moving back into the lane. So I was pretty happy with that overall. And we'll make a lane change. It does just like to kind of hang out in the left lane, I've noticed, so you do need to encourage it to get back over. All right, so we're going to come out over this little crest, it looks like, and then start heading downhill. We'll get a little bit of our power back, but we are doing wonderful. So we can see, I like to use the consumption. I've got 53 miles of projected range left, and I need to go 32 miles. You can also use the drive, but I prefer consumption as I'm going, and then I look at drive to let me know kind of what I used or how I can be more efficient for the next time. So anyway, here we got a little knot of trucks. Let's see what the car does here. Should be signaling to get over instead of hard braking. All right, I had to initiate that. That was dumb. It should have seen those trucks going slow and transferred, and it made my poor wife grab the dash. All right, it slowed down because it saw the lanes were clogged up, and now it's accelerating slightly. Nope, it's slowing down. So you can see it's trying to make up its mind. Is it safe? Can I go? Don't worry, we all have our seatbelts on. My daughter has her stuff stored on the back seat, so the sensor keeps picking it up from time to time. Okay, so that was kind of a crappy maneuver, but we didn't have to disengage. We just had to grab the dash. So more beautiful wildflowers. Really great drive, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing me talk, so I'll shut up. We'll touch back with you in about half an hour when we get to Grants Pass and the Supercharger. Thanks, folks. About to get to our Supercharger. We got about 1.5 miles to go, and I thought I would bring you along for the ride to see how FSD does getting us to our exit. So we're just going to let it cruise, hop off the exit here, and get a charge. I think this is a version 2 Supercharger, but I'll double check when we get there, obviously. And then another neat thing here in Grants Pass is they've got a cool little EV charging for CCS1 cars as well. There's a charger over by a big statue of I think it's a bear or something. Yeah, so we'll check it out as we get there. We're just about there. Thanks for joining us. If you want to keep following this road trip, hit subscribe. Love it if you give me a thumbs up, and if there's some comments you want to leave, please do so. We love to hear from people. Good. Okay, blinker on. We'll lower our speed just slightly. That looks like every other self-storage in every other city in every other state. Alright, and we changed our speed down to 65 as we prepare to get off on this exit here. Blinker on, good, letting the semi behind us know we're getting off. Great. Beautiful. And then there's our in and out. We actually did pass an in and out earlier, so there is one further north. So we're going to come down here. Good. Looks like we got a green light. So just roll through our light, and then our charger is just going to be right up here on the right. Yeah, there's a couple bears And a caveman, that's what it is. It's a big statue of a caveman. All right, and here is our Supercharger. So these Black Bear diners are pretty tasty. That was really rough. I took over there. I don't know what the car was doing. It was doing that funny kind of swing wide thing like it has in the past. So anyway, here we are. I'm probably on the wrong side. Yeah. I always do this. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around. We'll get plugged in and I'll bring you some footage of the charger. Well, hey there folks, and welcome back. We made it to the Grants Pass, Oregon, version 2, 8-stall Supercharger. It is tucked back here behind a Black Bear diner. Delicious. There's a McDonald's and an In-N-Out just up the road. If you go just down the block, there is a really cool caveman statue and some more EV charging for level 2 and DC fast charging for CCS1 cars. Not a real fast charger, not real big, but as you can see, we have some seasoned Tesla vets charging. Because it's a version 2, power is split between the two posts, and so everybody skipped one, so we get the full juice. Nobody parked next to each other and has to share power. So you can tell these people all know what they're doing. And we're gonna head back down the road. Next stop will be in Shasta, California. So we'll check in with you down the road. Me and the wife are gonna swap. So she'll be driving and I'll be the passenger. All right, folks, thanks. Have a wonderful day and we'll catch you in Shasta. You can also see that this Supercharger has Starlink. And I just noticed this after I made my first video. I went into the car and I checked my Wi-Fi settings and it comes up as Tesla service and you need a password. So I tried Tesla lowercase, I tried Tesla uppercase, and it didn't work. So FYI, keep an eye out for these. In some locations your car will actually be able to connect and have Wi-Fi. So thought that was pretty cool, and have a great day. We are rolling through the big city of Medford, and I thought I'd let the camera run just a little bit so we can see if anything happens. Maybe the car will be extra polite, let somebody merge, or maybe this will just be a boring stretch of road and we're looking at the Oregon scenery. But you know, while I have you captive here, I don't know how many of you are fans of sci-fi, but I love it. And Mad Max has got to be one of the best movies from the 70s ever. And there's an anachronism in there, and I will ask you to talk about it in the comments, right? See if I'm right or wrong. But in that last scene where Mel Gibson, the road warrior, handcuffs, I can't think of the guy's name, handcuffs the guy to the overturned truck that he was robbing and tells him, that's high tensile steel. This hacksaw will cut through it in 10 minutes, or you can cut through your leg in 5. And he only has a short amount of time right before the car blows up. Well, why couldn't he have just sawed through the leaf spring that they handcuffed him to? I mean, that's just like regular steel. Should have been really easy and fast to cut, like butter with a hacksaw. So every time I watch that movie at the end, I'm always thinking, bro, you didn't need to lose your foot. You could have just cut through the fucking leaf spring. Anyway, what do you think? Excuse my language. Also, I think it was a lot less than 10 minutes before that thing exploded, because unless Mel Gibson was just sauntering up to his machine and then slowly starting it and adjusting the air conditioning and turning on the radio and finding the right station, he seemed to get in his car and leave pretty quick, and then the explosion happened. So anyway, it's always bothered me. Nothing exciting going through Medford here. Oh, that's some cool stuff up on the hill. I wonder what that is.
Probably a hospital.
You're probably right. I might have to check. Maybe we'll put a little note in down here. It says what it is. Oh, you're so smart. Probably those right there.
Right there.
Yeah. Well, looks like some kind of school with football field. That's not it. Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. No, it's up on that hill. Yeah, well, I'll look it up for you folks. Okay, nothing too exciting. Just some confusion about what's up on our nice big hill here. So we're gonna get through Medford, 85 miles or so until we get to our Supercharger. So we'll check back in a while. Thanks, folks. Yay! So thought I'd let you know we are now in the beautiful Sunshine State. and we're going to see some different traffic now. People will be acting a little different, a little crazy, and we may need to get an inspection. So really, this is going to be a fun trip because we're going to be in so many different states. We're going to get to see all the different driving habits for the people that live around in those states. We'll get to see the different interesting kind of road combinations the states have put together. So I'm really, really looking forward to all of it. So stick with us. We'll be heading over. We're going to spend a couple nights here with my daughter and son-in-law and grandson, and then we're going to head east, and I think our first stop is going to be in Tonopah, Nevada, and that is where the Clown Hotel is. So I don't think we're going to stay there, but we will definitely check it out. So stay tuned for that, and then after Tonopah, I think we're going to head to Laughlin. We'll stay in Laughlin and then head over to the Grand Canyon. So overall, should be an awesome trip. What's this?
6% grade.
Oh no, this orchard truck, orchard crates for apples or pears or something like that. All right. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful California. Okay, folks, we'll check back in. Still got our 65 mile an hour speed limits. And I don't know if the people will be as courteous over here and getting into the right-hand lane, you know, staying right and less passing, but it's all good. Ooh, a little fire damage here. These trees have seen better days. Yeah, they had a fire come through here not terribly long ago, maybe a couple years, maybe more, I don't know. Okay, we'll check back in when we get to Mount Shasta and Supercharge. What a beautiful view. I'm sorry, but it is just epic. Can you see it? There we go. My producer daughter's in the back helping me frame the shot, so I appreciate it, folks. I'm in the passenger side. It's kind of hard for me to get it right, but that was just awesome. Now it's off to our left, but we might get another shot of it here in just a minute as we go around this bend. Just beautiful. We're usually heading north on this route, back from Reno, so having a chance to see this as we head south is a new experience for us as we pass by Weed, California. Wow. There's just so much beauty in this country. We're going to have to spend a decade to see all the states before we get to Europe to see all of it over there. And then we got to get to South America because, I mean, like Patagonia, amazing. So there's just too much to see and do in the world. I wish I could retire a millionaire so I could just bring you all of these great views with my fam. A little fire damage up on the hill. Wow. All right, folks. Thank you for enjoying my childlike wonder. Here at Mount Shasta, FSD has taken us to its recharge spot, so we'll see how it does. We got somebody behind us, so again, we don't want to piss off the locals. Way too early for a stop, but then it crept up more. That was kind of weird. Did you juice it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so a little intervention there. What about there?
Nope.
Okay, good. This car itself, wonderful. So intervention's right when we use the turn signals to tell it to change lanes or give it some juice with the gas pedal to get it to jump. Oh, wow, look at the mountains right there.
Oh, yeah, we've charged here.
I think we have, yeah.
Yeah, because I think I know where it is.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's straight up here and then on the right. And I think it's a Target or an outlet mall.
Yeah.
Oop, car got a little scared by that truck. Okay. Okay, good. Picking the right lane, and it signaled to tell people it was doing that. I hope that's what it was doing.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
And there's our delicious Black Bear Diner. Again, these places are all over in Oregon. We really enjoy them. And as you can see, they tend to be close to Superchargers. Although I think we're going to stop at our other favorite Oregon restaurant, and that's Burger King. I don't know what it is about Oregon and Burger Kings, but I mean, more power to you. I love it because BK is one of my favorites. And in Washington, it's like you got to drive miles to find one. In here, it's like every exit. Well, it might be a bit hyperbole, but that's how I am. Okay, it's thinking.
No, I'm telling it.
Ah, she was encouraging it. Okay,
Yeah.
There we go. Oh yeah, I remember where this one is. It's parked back here in this kind of goofy little outlet mall.
Yep.
So this isn't a bad spot, but the bathrooms are a little bit rough. Like you have to go into a grocery store, I think.
Yeah, and then
The cinema won't let you pee.
No.
None of the businesses will. The hardware store, but I think there's a grocery store down there. Yeah, food place, and they'll let you go. It's right back behind you, babe.
Oh.
So FYI there, good Mexican food, and
I can take this one in the shade. I won't be.
yeah, that's fine. Yep, that's 8B. Yeah, so you're not sharing.
Yeah.
This is a version 2, folks, and it looks like it's a at least a 12 stall. Although nope, 16 because there's 8.
I'm gonna do it.
Well, go ahead. Well, all right. We're
pushing.
gonna do little AutoPark for supercharging. Let's see how it does. We haven't used this feature in a while. Not, all right. I mean, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but Nicole doesn't like to.
Neither is Mom.
Nicole doesn't like to back in, so this is a bonus for her. And it's a bonus for you.
Oh, it is gonna take this one.
That's okay. It's 8A or 8B, so we're still not sharing a post. So, version 2, remember, 150 kilowatt max, but you split power, so whoever gets here first gets whatever they need, and you get the leftovers until they leave. AutoPark complete. Let's see if it got us close enough to plug in, and I'll check back in with you folks when we get charged. Well, hey there, we made it. It did reach, just barely, but that was an AutoPark job by Amos, so well done. 16 stall version 2 Supercharger here in Mount Shasta, California. Good place to charge before you head up over the pass, or to grab a little juice as you head down. Mexican restaurant. There is a grocery store down at the end of the parking lot. They have a bathroom there, and as I said, these businesses here, they're not super bathroom friendly. But overall, not a bad stop, not the fastest, but you know, this is what the car recommended. We'll be here for a few minutes, and then we'll head on to Corning, California next. All right, folks, thanks. This fire damage, it got awful close to the interstate. You see all these burnt trees out the windshield, just fully engulfed on both sides of the interstate when it was burning. Looks like it didn't happen too long ago because there's not a lot of green, a lot of charred husks of trees. So we are about 80 miles from Corning, California. We're going to get a charge there and then head to Clear Lake. So really pretty drive. Love seeing all the different things. You can see all these forestry roads that they cut in probably to fight this fire up here on the hillside. Make sure they save that cell tower. People got to have their 5G. How do you know how fast I'm going? You
Yeah,
know,
it says 61.
my radar detector never went off. Looks like they were able to save that home up on the hill. So can't say enough for the firefighting crews in these states that deal with them all the time. California especially. Really brave guys and gals doing great work to help keep the state from burning down around them. So remember, folks, if you smoke, don't toss your butts out the window, throw them in the ashtray, or just vape. No, kids, don't do either. Nicotine is a bad habit. All right, we'll check in with you when we get up to Corning, or if we see something cool. FSD take us into the Corning, California Supercharger. And I don't know if we've been to this one, so this will be interesting for all of us. It's looks like it's right next to a hotel and another, I'm gonna guess it's a Black Bear Diner, but it's a restaurant, so I don't want to get ahead of myself here. It's definitely not...
It's called Giant Burger, I think.
Oh, is it? Bartell's Giant Burger? No, that's right there, sweetie. Looks like an interesting place to eat, though.
I know. Giant Burger, re-heart trucker discount.
Nice. Too bad they don't heart Tesla owners. That was a nice turn. Oh, this is an easy one. I like these kind that are right off the freeway. Hopefully it's a V3. And I know I can check it by just clicking the 5. It tells me that it is... Oh, there's a wait time, and it's a V2, 150 kilowatt. So we're going to have to wait just a couple 5 minutes or so, and we're going to get probably a lower charge amount because we'll have to share a post with somebody. But, you know, it's okay. It's all good in the hood, G. Let's see. Oh, it's right up here.
Oh my gosh, is it by Starbucks?
Yeah, looks like it might be.
Oh.
Yeah, you're okay. You can go up here and
we've
go
been
through.
these ones, I think. That's why I said, oh.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
It looks like it, though.
Yeah,
I know which one you're talking about.
All of these
Yeah.
places
Yep.
start to look kind of the same. All right, so we're going to queue up. This is a, oh boy, a small one. Oh, there might be a spot up here by this white one. And get our trickle charge until somebody leaves. Nope. No, just.
No. Oh, is that guy in line?
Yeah, he's probably. No, he's on the
Okay.
urban charger. So, yep, I would just queue up, and I would hug the hedge.
Yep, I'm going to.
Perfect. There's no real like formal queuing etiquette. Watch the rims. Sorry, I just don't want a giant curb rash on.
I know.
Well, you can see how many people have done it. So I'm sorry. You're right. I should have more faith. My bad, folks. This is similar to the one we got in Burlington with the urban chargers as overflow to make up for this. So, okay, we're going to sit here and wait, and we got about a 20-minute charge time. And if I had done a little better research, I probably could have found something closer. In fact, I might look to see if there's an Electrify America. Thanks, folks. I'll let you know what this saga entails. Well, hey there, folks. So here is the Corning, California version 2 6-stall Tesla Supercharger. And if we walk over to the other side, we can see that they also have 3 urban chargers, which are 72 kilowatt. So they're a little bit slower. So busy charger, kind of slow. There's a hotel. You can see there's a Burger King over there. Different things to eat in a Starbucks. And there is actually some charging down the road. So there's some charging at a Love's truck stop. It's 120 kilowatt. And then there's some free charging at the Olive Pit that's 24 kilowatts. So anyway, there's other options if this place is loaded up. But overall, not a bad stop. So we're going to head down the road once we're topped up and then make it into Clear Lake. So we will talk to you when we get there. Thanks for joining us. These wildflowers that they've got as a median between the north and southbound lanes of I-5 here. Just so pretty. They're all in bloom, beautiful colors. So just you just look out and all you see is this beautiful pink and white and fuchsias and greens, and man, it's just a really, really pleasant drive. So I hope you're all enjoying it as you join us. I know I keep repeating myself, but that's because, this is a bunch of clips, and I always also like to make sure everybody's just, feeling good and having a good time. We're going to get over here because there's a truck on the shoulder. So we're 83 miles from our destination. We're at expected state of charge is 17% when we get to my daughter and son-in-law's. And then we just got a quick skip and a jump to the casino where we're going to charge at. So thought I'd bring you a shot of these beautiful wildflowers along the California Interstate 5. And just having a wonderful drive. FSD's just doing great. It does like to camp in the left lane. It will get in the right or middle lane if it thinks it's faster. But once it's in the left lane, it tends to just want to stay there. All right, we'll catch you again here in a little bit. Out of the mountain pass into Clear Lake. We're on State Route 20, and we don't have any internet or cell connectivity, so my maps are a little jacked up, but car's doing great. I've got it in full self-drive. It's a nice windy route, and I'm intervening here a little bit, but it's doing very good. We're going to get in with about 13% state of charge, and yeah, things are going great. So just a beautiful valley we're driving down through here. All kinds of beautiful trees and a little bit of fire damage, but nothing too bad.
Well, that's what it said you were going to get in like a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
It's been 35 minutes now for like 10 minutes.
And 92 degrees, so we should be there real soon. This is a really pretty drive if you haven't been up through here. Very twisty and turny, but nice. So anyway, we'll get back to you in a little bit when we get to our destination. High-speed roundabout interchange. We're switching from 20 to 53, and we're going to go through this roundabout. The car's doing it nice and smooth, decent speed. Could go a little bit quicker in my opinion, but managed it quite well. And I'll get over here, make the right lane selection. It sure as heck did. And now it should be accelerating. Accelerate, accelerate, go, go. Like, go, go, go. Jeez. I guess it finally made up its mind it could go. All right, so we are about 15 miles away from our destination. I am excited to see the grandson and the daughter and son-in-law. Well, folks, we made it. I pulled into my daughter's house with about a 13% state of charge, just like the car predicted. And I let it sit for about an hour. I hate letting it sit at a low state of charge there. Got back in, it was at about 10%. So I came over here to the Twin Pines Casino and Hotel Resort, and they have 3 Tesla wall chargers and 3 level 2 1772 chargers. So good charging here. It's only half speed. It's 24 amp, not 50 or 48, excuse me. But it's better than nothing. So let's walk over and see what the hotel looks like. We're gonna get juice, and this will probably be the last video for a day. I'm gonna spend time with my family tomorrow, and I think everybody understands that. So again, great little spot here. Highly recommend it. Let's go take a look at the outside and the inside. So here we can see their charging setup. Got another Tesla there charging. So we got 3 of the Tesla wall EVSEs, electrical vehicle servicing equipment. And then we've got 3 J1772 level 2 chargers, all of them putting out about 24 amps. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we've got up here. This is the hotel portion of the casino, and we'll go see what the front looks like. So we're walking up here. They do have pet-friendly and smoking rooms for those of you that smoke. And there's their nice big lighted sign, and here is the front of the Twin Pines Casino and Hotel. So now let's go inside and take a quick look. All right, we'll go walk in through here, and we can see that it's a really nice layout. They've got a good restaurant across the way, nice casino, and the hotel portion is right up there. So great place to stay if you're coming to Middleton, California by Clear Lake.